In this video, we are going to inform you on the planning process of designing an organization or business. Also, we will elaborate on different designs of organization. It's up to you on how you want to approach your business or organization. No matter small or large, you have to start somewhere. And this video is the beginning to planning your empire.
Oh my gosh, what am I going to do with this business plan? It's driving me nuts. I have no idea what to do. Creating a business, but creating business and what? What should I do?
Oh my gosh, Kanika, is that you?
Mary?
Yeah.
It's been so long. How are you?
Hi.
What's new?
You look busy.
I am. I have all these papers that I have to look at, and I don't even know what they mean.
What's going on?
I'm trying to set up a business plan or trying to start a new organization.
It must be deja vu.
What are you talking about?
I'm actually learning about organizational design in my MBA class right now, and I can help you and give you more information about that. Lucky, I'm here, huh?
Business owner, here I come.
Whoa, get a hold of yourself. What kind of business do you want to set up? That's the first thing we need to know.
You're right. What am I going to start a business in? You want a donut?
Sure.
You want a donut? Oh, I know what we can do. Well, what I can do, I can start up a bakery and sell donuts and smoothies and coffee and all the delicious goodness. Does that sound like a good idea?
I really like that idea. Donuts and a small business, that's the money right there. It's funny that you say that because one of the approaches to organizational design is the universal approach. Its motto is one best way, and it looks for the single best way to design an organization, regardless of the situational issues, which I think is the right approach for your small business.
I see. Since I want to start a small business, what do you want to do?
I really like the small business approach, but my dream job is to work for a large organization, such as KPMG. They're huge. And I can tell you how huge they are. They actually are a large multinational organization, and they're global, and they have a contingency approach.
That sounds great, Mary. But what's contingency approach?
Let me tell you a bit of how large organizations work. The contingency approach looks for multiple ways to design an organization to fit situational issues, such as environment, technology, and the organizational workforce to determine the structure of the entire company. It's a lot different than how small businesses work.
So where do we start?
Okay, so you first need a strategy to your business. A strategy to how to run your business, the goals, and how the design structure will work. You need to create an action plan.
Do you mean like a strategy plan like Kellogg, the cereal brand? Because they have a strategy that they follow with product differentiation and market segmentation. With their ideas, they have a variety of ideas, and they go by color, size, or whatever. They try to cater to what the customer might want, right? Well, Mary, my goal is to make money, and I love donuts, so I'm going to make money, and that's following the universal approach, right?
I think that's a great start. Donuts and money, who doesn't love that, right? You're going to be eating donuts and enjoying your money. But that's a great start as a business owner. You set the right strategy, you know that you want to go with the universal approach, which is the one best way. and you have clear goals to becoming a successful business owner, you're on the right path.
Gotcha. So where do we start?
That's great. So let's go into structure. How many employees do you see your business having or starting off with?
Well, I was thinking maybe 5 employees, cashier, a baker, of course, people to clean, maybe 3 people to clean, because I like a clean business. And of course, as being the manager, I'm going to be there for my employees and help them along the way, because that's good teamwork.
Remember, if you want to grow your business, you should really think about having specialization opportunities for your employees so they can specialize in certain areas of your business.
You're right, Mary. A larger organization may be a little too complex, but there would be greater specialization of labor, a larger span of control, and hierarchical levels. You think that would be a good start?
You know, I really think you should take technology into consideration. As a small business owner, with the use of technology could really help your business grow. I know it can be expensive, but it'll be a great investment for your business.
We can hire more people that are specialized, so then we don't have to depend on technology.
You know, you're right. Another factor we need to consider is the environment. I don't just mean the location of where your business is going to be. I'm talking about the environment among the employees you will have. You must consider the culture, economic, and social interaction within your business as well. You really have to think about what type of culture you want to develop within your business.
Definitely, it's important to pay attention to those task environments. I will definitely keep that in mind within my business. Now that I have an idea about how I should start my business, I should definitely keep in mind the social aspect of it, the economic aspect, and also the technology. Maybe that might help. It was a lot of information, and I thank you for helping me with all this. So it's going to give me a lot of time. Give me some time, and then we'll see what I can come up with. Thanks.
No problem. I really have learned a lot in my organizational behavior class and highly recommend it.
Hey Mary, one more thing. What are other organizational designs that we can go over besides what we just did right now?
That's a good point. There are actually 2 other common organizational designs and structures that we can actually talk about, which are actually very important. The company I actually work for right now, which is KPMG, uses Mintzberg's standardization method and is a large multinational organization. The contingency approach. It means constantly operating in different cultures and using direct supervision to coordinate the work. KPMG is a great example of that, being a large organization. So some of the design strategies are the effects of technological and environmental change, the importance of people. Employees are the important asset of any company, and also the necessity of staying in touch with the customer. You always have to remember who your customer is in a global organization. So 3 conditions need to exist. The first one is the external pressure for dual focus. The second one is if there is pressure for a high information processing capacity. And the third is there is pressure for shared resources. Does that make sense?
Wow, that sounds so complex. It's interesting how large and small organizations differ.
Exactly. The truth is there is no one best way. As future managers, it's really important to consider all factors. It's really important to consider all the impact of all the factors, such as the socio-technical systems, culture, strategy, technology. Another important thing to consider is the overall impact of all these factors and designing the structure accordingly from there, and the design.
Mary, after 6 months of planning and finishing with my business plan and following your strategies and the information you've told me, I am now a new business owner of my own donut shop.
Sadly, Mary couldn't make it to my grand opening. So we are using a different kind of way to communicate with each other using a webcam so I can give her a tour of my place.
Oh my gosh, I love what you've done with your donut shop. It's exactly how I imagined it. I could really tell you put a lot of hard work into it. And I really like what you've really done with the place.
Thanks, Mary. It took a lot of work and effort from my employees and I. Because my business is following the way of a small organization strategy would go, I had to make some adjustments. I hired 5 employees. I did not look into applying so much technology to run the business because I'm new to the business and it's going to take more money to establish a larger technology operation. The tough part was trying to create an environment for my customers and to make them more fitting to where they're more attracted to coming to my business.
By the looks of it, it really seems like there must have been a lot to do, and it seems like you still have a lot to do, which must be really frustrating.
Mary, as a first-time business owner, it was very frustrating and very difficult, but I had to keep my priorities straight and my goals met. Well, my goals more what's the word? More reachable. You may not believe me, Mary, but this business is very competitive.
Monica, I really admire your hard work, and I could really tell that this industry is really competitive. I'm really interested to hear how so.
When you leave here, keep an eye out at the different plazas, the shopping centers. You're going to find a donut shop on every block. So in order to maintain my donut shop to be marketable, I can't just really sell donuts. I have to sell different options for them, such as sandwiches, such as the croissants, the smoothies, coffee, just a variety of breakfast and lunch. And at the same time, by having breakfast and lunch items for them, it's kind of like a one-stop shop for them as well. So at least my shop will be a little bit more marketable than compared to other donut shops as well.
I could really tell that you've done it for yourself, and I really hope that you're successful as a first-time business owner and that you fulfill all your goals. You never know as the years go by. With all the advancements in technology, I really think you can incorporate it into your business.
I know what you mean. It would help a lot. Making the donut shop into a larger organization would be a dream.
I definitely think you're on the right track. I recently learned in my class that there are 4 current design strategies, which I think you should be aware of. Okay, so to give you a bit of background, first you have the technological and the environmental effects on your business and on the organizational design.
Which is setting up surveillance by having cooking appliances as well, and providing an ATM machine for my customers.
Second is the importance of people. You have to really understand that employees are your greatest asset to any business, and once you develop them, your business will definitely kick off.
My employees here are very hardworking. I give them the experience on how to run the place, so when I'm not here, they can I trust them in a way that they can run it themselves. Because they are also students, they can use this experience to create their own in case if they want to run their own bakery or such as this, making croissants. She can use this experience to make someday create her own business. And also I allow flex time for my employees because I understand the balance of student and work life as well. So by giving them this opportunity, it will benefit me and themselves as well.
So the third current design strategy is the necessity of staying in touch with a customer.
Jen.
Hi, can I have cookie and cream, please?
Anything else for you today, or just one scoop?
That's all, and just one scoop. Of course, that's certainly one of my priorities. I want to sell all these products for them so then they don't seek other businesses. So hopefully they like what I have to offer them and they continue to come to my shop.
For a final word of advice, I definitely think growing your business is really important. Donuts and coffee are international, so why not start making franchises out of your business, and you could eventually go global, which will help you grow your business, develop your employees, and make you even richer than you are.
That's great to hear that I'm following those steps. Going global will definitely make me feel self-actualized according to Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
So I recently learned that KPMG is actually rethinking their entire structure and their process. So rethinking really includes eliminating traditional approaches and structures such as boxes and vertical and horizontal lines.
Hi everyone! So that was our skit going over the theories of organization design, which is the universal approach and contingency approach. We mentioned how we start with the strategy and include structural imperatives such as size, technology, and environment into consideration. And lastly, making sure to apply your strategic choices such as your purpose and goals. In our skit, Mary mentioned the different organizational design that we can take into consideration when starting our own organization. I will be going in more detail about these organizations that she mentioned. The first one I will be talking about will be the mechanistic and organic design, the Mintzberg organization design, the matrix organization design, and the virtual organization design. So let's start with the first mechanistic design. It is important for an organization to adapt to the changes of technology. There are two designs that distinguishes the rate of change in technology. Each design have a different approach and characteristics. The mechanistic design is less flexible than the organic design. We applied some of the characteristics in our donut shop strategy. According to the mechanistic design, the directions are given by a supervisor and loyalty is expected from the employees. With organic design, it is hopeful that the donut shop will move forward towards the direction of technology and is expected to rapidly change to keep up with the environment and attraction of customers. In Chapter 1, we first learned about what a system is, which is a set of processes that functions as a whole. The socio-technical design approach views organization as an open structure where both subsystems are flexible with the environment. Beginning with the first subsystem, the technical task subsystem is technologically and economically driven, as in if it costs less to produce, then that's the more favorable path. The donut shop business follows this subsystem. On the other hand, social subsystem is more interpersonal, focusing on building relationship and mutual trust within the organization. And they also recognize the strengths and weaknesses of employees. For instance, KPMG is an auditing and tax firm which has over 162,000 employees worldwide. Their code of conduct is to provide professionalism to their employees, clients, and capital markets, and they also intend to align culture of integrity with values and actions. Their actions are guided by corporate integrity and citizenship, diversity, and their environment. Henry Mintzberg, this man right here, is an academic author who writes about business strategy and management. He is credited by publishing many articles in the Harvard Business Review. He proposed that organization design is structured to coordinate activities. Coordination by mutual adjustment is having workers communicate with one another to complete a task. Secondly, coordination by direct supervision is having management coordinate tasks for workers. In means of standardization, it is seen as a mechanism. The standardization of worker skills requires inputs that leads to work process, which then transform inputs into outputs. In a small organization, workers communicate by the coordination of mutual adjustments. In larger organization, workers communicate by taking directions from their supervisors or managers. In this design, two structures work together to benefit one another. In a company, you have managers followed by project leaders. The matrix structure is set to design flexible responses to projects. It coordinates how members of departments should approach assignments in ways of working together using their skills in communication. This organization improves the communication and teamwork within the company. The matrix design differs from Mintzberg's design in a way by assigning one project to one leader at a time, forcing other members to work together to finish a project in a timely manner. Most larger organizations follow this design. There are multiple meanings of virtual organization, but we will mention two types. Beginning with its earliest form, a virtual organization is seen as a network created by two or more organizations who agree to work together to complete a specific venture. It allows different organizations to collaborate together without affecting how to do something that they are not familiar with. By following this process, it decreases the amount of mistakes and react faster to increasing profit. By having both organizations working together and sharing knowledge, they can utilize technology to relay information and prevent extra spending between companies. This kind of organization is more efficient and cost-saving for a small organization because they can have multiple departmental firms working together to fulfill a specific venture instead of hiring additional staff. On the other hand, we have virtual company where employees are free to work anywhere they want within reasonable. They can use video or teleconferencing such as Google Hangout, like what Mary and I use to tape the second half of the video. Even though this may be a good take on how we can perform our work duties, and we would all like to work at home, companies who follow this way encounter problems. For instance, culture morale and lack of interpersonal work relationship falls apart. Managers lose a sense of control, which makes it difficult to evaluate their employees' performance. We hope that you enjoyed the video and have a better understanding on organization design. As entrepreneurs, it will benefit us to explore the different designs upon building our organization. Now on to funny business.
Directly at you or just like...
No, at her.
Okay. So it looks like you're going to be talking to her in the video.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go. What are you talking about? Seeing what?
I don't know what to say.
Action.
What do you say?
Mary, my goal is to, I forgot. Complex, maybe a larger complex. No! Cut! Action.
No problem. No problem. I really enjoyed helping you and... Wait, how do you say that word again?
Technological. Come on, say it with me.
Technological.
No. Technological. Technological.
What do you say?
Technological.
Technological.
Whatever. She's princess of the peacock.
They're collecting leaves. Such tourists.
No.
I spy our filmmaker.
Oh, didn't see you there. I videotaped this whole film.
So the third current design strategy is the to give you or not.
I am. Action.
Just cut.
My employees are very hardworking. I make sure that they are fed.
Drooling.
Oh, perfect, because then you can like totally do bloopers right now, huh? Sounds good. All right, cool. Now you can.
You never know as the years go by, maybe you can incorporate more technology. Okay.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes! I'm ready.
Are you okay?
Okay. Oh my god.
No, what's the one?
Quiet on the set. Action.
Of course.
No.
These are our extras. The worker,
Oh yeah.
the baby, worker number 2,
Teen mom.
and customer number 1.
I want to take this time to do a special thank you to Kyle, my cousin, because he has helped me through this whole entire time editing this video. But thanks to this kid, he has taught me a lot of things on how to use iMovie. Cool.